At a smaller scale, we can all say we've gone through many things, right? A lot of traumatic events. Every single human being has gone through something traumatic. We have had betrayals, we have had pains, hurts, our hearts broken many, many times, right? And so the difference here lies on what we do with those betrayals. How do we move forward? How do we rise the next day or the next month? How do we deal with those things, right? Even if for a moment in time we did indulge in our pity party for ourselves, right? Now, I want to, like, we can all gang up and be like, I went through this, I went through that. All right, we get it. We all have gone through things, right? Now, at a larger scale, what's happening behind the scenes here is that the trick of the enemy, the trick of the powers at work, who knows how the universe functions, who knows the laws of the universe, who knows how to harvest and siphon energy, who knows how to manipulate other people's free will. This is the exact thing that these people use to do that, right? And so it sounds as if I'm saying, let's heal the world. I am. It means let's heal ourselves one person at a time, not putting our focus on other people, but really just putting our focus on ourselves, not really focusing on what was done to us or who did what, but choosing to go within and remember. And I'm going to keep repeating this. When I say remember, I mean come into union with oneself once again. Because the reality of the fact is that every time we get betrayed, every time we get hurt, every time our hearts get broken, every time people lie to us, every time we suppress a part of ourselves to make somebody else feel better, right? And we push that to the back and we oppress it. What happens is that our souls get fragmented. Our psyche gets fragmented. And this is where the ego comes in. This is where shadow work comes in. And this is where trauma comes in, because we keep fragmenting our soul. We keep fragmenting our psyche by repressing who we are, right? And so when we are in such a state, there's no way for us to truly be our authentic self and become in unity with oneself, which leads us to coming into union with the Most High God who resides inside of us, right? And so the enemy uses those trials, tribulations, experiences that we have undergone and have, with our own free will, chosen to overlook and not heal, right? Or maybe we didn't have the tools at the time, or whatever the reason may have been that we chose to not do that, right? The enemy uses that, right? And so because it's not something that is posted on billboards or taught in a school setting or explained to its extent of what truly is happening here behind the scenes, when our psyche is fragmented, when we're walking around with pieces of ourselves that we're choosing to hide away, that we're choosing not to acknowledge, when we're walking around with our ego, with our hurt on our sleeves, when we're putting the focus on who did what or what was done to us or the things that we have gone through, instead of choosing to heal, instead of choosing to acknowledge that yes, we were betrayed, yes, we were hurt, yes, we were abandoned, yes, we were rejected, yes, I'm hurt, and do something about that. By putting the focus on ourselves, we are able to, one, heal ourselves, right? We're able to go within and do that shadow work, which is basically just acknowledging, hey, yes, I was hurt. This happened to me when I was 5. This happened to me when I was 4. And I stopped thinking at that time. I stopped acting at that time. I stopped dancing at that time because I was told that I wasn't going to get anywhere with that, because I was told that my voice sounded horrible, because I was told that I needed to focus on something else, and I repressed that. And since I was 5, a part of me has been banging, saying, hey, you remember, and every time I see somebody acting now, every time I see somebody singing now, I get jealous, I get upset. The reason why we get jealous like that is because a part of us is saying, hey, you remember that you were able to do that too? Bring me back, bring me back, bring me back, right? And so the enemy uses exactly that, right? And they'll keep us stuck. They'll keep us distracted. They'll keep us searching for something else to fill that void, to fill that void, to fill that void. But when in reality, what we need to go do is go back. Really, just go back and acknowledge that, at that time you wanted to put that dress on. At that time you wanted to sing that song, and maybe you're just gonna need to put that dress on, and you're just gonna need to sing that song. And anytime that comes up again, now you're gonna have to nurture yourself and speak to your inner child and say, hey, yeah, we're able to put that dress on now. Hey, we're able to sing that song now. Hey, we're able to go and do whatever it was that we were doing before now, because now you're safe. I got you now, right? And so the enemy uses exactly that, our insecurities, our fragmented psyche, to be able to manipulate our free will, our free will, our free weed. Think some things just never change. Our free will, right? To manipulate our free will. And the way that they do that is by having us with our psyche fragmented, with our soul fragmented, right? And once we come into union with oneself, where we have done the shadow work, where through our subconscious we have cleared that out, it's like a computer. Our subconscious is like, we are biological computers, believe it or not. And if you don't believe it, that's fine. Maybe treat it as so. And you'll come to realize that there are some things within us that we just need to alt control delete. It no longer resonates, right? Sometimes we need to reboot the system. Sometimes we need to wipe some things out. It no longer resonates, right? And when we take that approach to our psyche, when we take that approach to our traumas, to the things that keep us in those cycle, we can truly come to become one with oneself, balancing our feminine and masculine side, putting control on our ego, right? Bringing our ego back into the light of consciousness. That's what shadow work is. It's about acknowledging some things were done, acknowledging that behavior, and integrating it into the light of consciousness consciously.